Hi, I'm going to teach you how to make the easiest zipper bag ever. Alright, so I've taken a sheet of paper and it is just folded. Okay, so it's just a sheet of paper and I've folded it to where it's 7 inches by 5.5 inches. Okay, I've cut out 2 outside pieces, the pretty side, and 2 of the lining pieces. I've got a regular polyester zipper. Okay, not a metal zipper with metal teeth, just polyester all-purpose zipper. Okay, alright, and then I've got out the zipper foot. Okay, and I pulled the zipper off of this. It comes with stapled on, you just jerk it off. Okay, now this is not a professional video, this is just for my students, and if anybody else wants to enjoy it, that's fine too. Alright, now, my camera may fall or may move, so just please bear with me. Alright, so I've got my sewing machine and it's set on a straight stitch 1, and then I put it on a 3. Okay, a regular presser foot is on there. I've taken my 2 pieces, okay, that I've got here, okay, and I'm going to put the pretty side face down. This is opposite of the way we normally sew things. We usually put right sides together. This is wrong sides together. Okay, I'm putting just like this, and I'm going to sew just on the top where the zipper will be. Okay, so just on the long side, the 7.5 inch. I'm putting my presser foot right on the side with just a little fabric sticking out. Okay, I'm going to put my needle down, or you can roll it down. I'm going to back stitch, and I'm going to go all the way to the end. Keeping my presser foot just right on the edge of that fabric. When I get to the end, I back stitch and then I sew off my fabric. Okay, take it out, cut it off, tuck my thread back under. There's some other threads on the other side. Go ahead and cut off. Okay. Now, if there's anything sticking off the top, okay, I go ahead and trim that off. If you have a serger, you can serge it. It's kind of like a 1/4 or 1/8 of an inch edge now. Now I turn it back to a number 4, which is a zigzag. And I go to 4.5 and 1.8. It's kind of like the plus sign twice, plus sign twice. And now I'm going to take this and I'm going to finish the edge to where it's not going to fray. So it's 1 on the fabric, 1 off, 1 on, 1 off. You can back stitch, but you don't have to necessarily, because it's going to be caught up in the seam when you sew it together. Okay, now I've already done my other piece. Okay, so I've got 2 pieces now with both the edges finished. Okay, so I'm going to go back over here now. Alright, so now I'm going to take them and I'm going to lay them out. As if, so pretty side, pretty side. I'm going to put the zipper in the middle. Okay. Now, this is the right side of the zipper with the zipper head. So I'm going to put right sides together. Okay. Now, I really like that the zipper is longer than the purse, because then the zipper head is out of the way. If you've ever tried to sew a zipper purse with the zipper the same size as the fabric, which you can, you'll just unzip it to the zipper head, so it would be like this. And you can't sew right here on this because it's like wobbly. So you have to unzip it, sew a little bit, and zip it back up. But I'm just going to put it right here. I like it being a little bit longer, especially for beginners. And that sewing line that we have, that we just sewed, the little straight stitch, I'm putting it right on that. So you kind of have just a little guide. Okay. Alright, so we pin that so it won't move. Okay. Now, I'm going to take my zipper foot, this one little thing that looks like a tongue. My camera again. Alright, on the back of your presser foot, there's a little black knot. You just push it in. And I'm going to put, oops, sorry. And tighten it up. Alright, there's 2 sides to this. I'm going to put it on the left side because that's the side I'm going to sew on my I'll show you. Okay, and then this little thread goes kind of behind there. Alright, so now that presser foot sits right on those little teeth there. I mean, beside the teeth. Okay. You see that? You don't want it to be on your zipper teeth. Okay, so I'm going to put my needle down. I'm going to back sit. Ooh! And guess what? I was on a zigzag still. So I'm going to be on a 1 and a 3 again. Now, down, back. Take out my pin. And you're going to sew right in the middle of this tape. That's what it's called. This is tape and this is tape. So I'm going to sew on this side. Right in the middle. I don't want to get near my teeth really. I want to stay in the middle or to the outside. I'd rather err to the outside than near the teeth. Okay, get to the end, back stitch. Okay, take it out, cut it off. Okay, cut off my other thread. You don't want that thread in the way, so you want that to be out of the way. Alright, so now I have this. I'm going to open her up. Okay, and now, put that thread out of the way. I'm going to top stitch. If you've ever got the fabric caught in a zipper before, it's a pain. So we're going to put it, and we're going to sew right on the fabric and kind of pull it as we go, so really close to the edge. And this is top stitching, and then that fabric won't get caught in the zipper. Okay? Now back stitch. Okay, needle up, thread off, tuck it, thread, get it ready for the next time you're going to sew. Go ahead and cut off your threads so you don't have to deal with them later. Okay, now we're going to get back over here. I'm going to lay it back out. Now, here's this. We want right sides together. Okay, but we've got to line up the sides. Okay, we're going to line up the sides to make sure that, put it right on that little line that we sewed there. But matching up our sides as well. And you want your fabric to be on the outside of your machine, and I'll show you what that means in a minute. You don't want it in the throat plate area. Okay, so we don't want to sew like this. We want to sew like this. This is called the throat plate area right here. Okay. I'll put this back down here. Needle down, back stitch. Okay. Even with that little line. Get to the end, back stitch, take her out, thread back under, cut off all your threads so you don't have them in the way. You're going to open, let me widen this out. You're going to open this up, and it's poofy right here, so this is where we're going to top stitch. And so you can leave that on the left side the whole time. Down. I'm going to go one stitch forward. Back stitch. To the end. Back stitch. Now if it's off just a little bit, like the two sides don't match exactly, we're going to trim that off, okay? Okay. Alright, so now we have that part completed. And we can put our presser foot back on so we can be ready to regular sew. We're done with our zipper foot. Alright, I don't like those threads. Alright, so now I'm going to treat this like I would if you've ever made a pillow. Okay? When you sew a pillow, you sew two pieces of cloth together and you leave it opening. Well, your opening will be the top. So unzip it just a little bit. And then I'm going to put this together. I go ahead and push this down to where it's even, not like, make sure that the zipper teeth are right in the middle, and I go ahead and pin that. And then the same thing over here where I unzipped it, put those teeth together, and I go ahead and pin that. Okay? Now, if it's not even, you look at both sides. This is pretty even, but if it's not, you can trim, but don't trim your zipper yet. Because if you were to unzip it, you would zip the head off, and then you would have to try to figure out how to put that back on. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pin these in place. And I'm going to go about 5/8 inch in. And you can draw a line with the marking pin if you want to. Just so make sure that you have it all set up correctly. Now these are zipper teeth. This is the metal you wouldn't want to sew over, but this is nylon, and you can sew over that. So there's a 5/8 inch here and a 2 here. So I'm just I'm going to put it right on the more of the 2. Don't worry about the zipper. I'm putting the fabric even with the little 2. And you can kind of figure out where you want to put it, because if your sides are uneven, you might want to go in a little bit further to make sure you have all 4 pieces, you know, the lining and the outside pretty fabric. Alright, so I'm putting the needle down, my back stitch back over those nylon teeth, and then I can go back. Alright, now once I get past it, there's your little 2 line. If you have a magnetic seam guide, you can take this and you can put this down here and kind of use that as your guide too. Okay, so we're going to go all the way to the bottom. Okay, and you kind of test it. If you turn, it goes over the top of it. You know it's not on the 2. Go a little bit further. And see, here we go. Oop, I got a thread that's caught. Hold on. There we go. Here. Down. And see, my little ends are shorter, so I need to make sure when I trim this off that I actually have all 4 of them in a minute. Alright, when you get up here, I kind of leave the pin in until I get up there. And that kind of messes with that, so I'll take it off. That's why you can kind of pin it out of the way. But I need to back stitch a couple times because we don't want to miss that zipper. Okay, now pull it off. Now this is where you can get some old paper scissors, not your good ones, scissors, and you can cut that zipper off now. And then I trim. Now once I do that, I can use my fabric